Second game of the series, Metalon versus Luvnest, round 2 of the second Starcross Cup. Metalon this game will be playing as Soviets, and Luvnest has chosen Oster. So, for whatever reason, whatever their reasons, I don't know what's going on, but Oster is just getting picked every game almost. Which just goes to show, however imbalanced the game may seem to be, skill definitely seems to trump that every time. At least if the skill disparity is large enough, which in the early rounds will obviously tend to be the case. But either way,
engineers have secured the sector.
This game we will have double conscript opening from Metalon, double grenadiers from Luvnest. We've got guard motor coordination, shock motor, and shock rifle.
We have the point.
And Luvnest has gone with mobile defense, mechanized assault, and lightning war. So, pretty safe loadout. Highly likely to see mechanized assault if the rest of the tournament is anything to go by. But I think lightning war and mobile defense are probably equally possible. It all depends on what he's up against and what he feels he needs.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Okay, wow. No. No, 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 no. Anyway.
Grenadiers ready. It is ours.
Grenadiers are taking control of the center and actually going straight for the Soviet cutoff right off the bat. Meanwhile, conscripts continue to take control of the north. Pioneers taking control of the victory points there.
Germany now holds the victory point.
These grenadiers are going to take control of the fuel.
We are losing a sector. The Russians are attacking!
Sector secure!
And the conscripts in the house are taking surprisingly little damage from those pioneers at short range. I was kind of expecting them to take a little more. I guess the RNG just didn't work out in his favor there. Taking a lot of damage from the squad here in the north. Grenadiers trying to focus them down, but the pioneers are taking a lot of damage and will be forced to retreat. Close range engagement didn't go that well for them. The conscripts there took a decent amount of damage, but looks like they may move to re-engage here. Grenadiers are going to try to get this fuel under control, but the conscripts just continue to delay it for as long as possible. And we're actually going to see a tier 1 into a sniper, not the M3 as his opponent did last game. Changing it up, getting himself a sniper to try to deal with all of these grenadiers.
They are killing us!
Oh.
Brave infantry have
And
made the
there they
ultimate
go.
sacrifice. We are losing supplies to the enemy.
And actually, Mr. Marshall B, that's not true. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter what kind of house you're inside. You're gonna take like the same amount of damage regardless. I think. I could be wrong about that, but I'm like relatively certain that that's not actually relevant unless the what is relevant is the actual distance of the models inside the house from them to the troops outside. So given the nuances exactly where the models are placed inside of certain houses, also how close to each other they are when getting grenaded or hit by a flamethrower, that can make a difference. But other than that, the actual cover bonus I'm pretty sure is the same across the board. No, you're wrong. Okay. I guess I'll just have to take your word for it then, because I don't actually know how that works. Oh, but the house itself is still stronger. Yes, that is true. That is definitely true. The Western Front map's houses are much more durable. Minesweeper here in the south, engaging those conscripts, will definitely get forced away soon. As for the sniper, it hasn't done a whole lot yet, only 2 kills so far.
Supply sector under attack.
Although that grenadier squad is falling very low, they do not get picked off by the sniper on retreat. Should be okay. Grenadier's making a play for the house there, and Minesweeper will be forced away.
Soviet HQ now includes a field
These squads are
hospital,
going to continue
but
grabbing
only for
the
those who are
fuel.
seriously wounded.
Also, you're right, for 88 people, chat is oddly quiet. Like, it is kind of weird. I almost feel like I'm being U-botted or something. But then again, if I were, I would probably be more than 83 people. I don't know.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
I guess people are just super focused on Luvnest beating this guy. Alright.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
As far as map control, Luvnest has pretty much the entire map. He even went so far as to harass this point right outside the Soviet base. We do have Molotov research here, and that's one of the dangers of going sniper, is you kind of feel like falling behind as far as map control. I mean, he's only got 4 squads of infantry, and one of the reasons for that is not only does the sniper cost 360 manpower, you also have to buy the actual structure, the actual tech structure. So that upfront investment makes it just super expensive and almost inefficient, at least early on. Later over the course of the game, as they rack up kills, and we've seen snipers with 40, 60, 80 kills before, then it becomes quite obvious that they're really efficient, but they don't become efficient until the game has run quite long. And that early game disadvantage that they kind of put you at can be a problem if, as a result of that manpower disadvantage, you lose the whole map. So it's important to try and keep them firing as frequently as possible. And another thing to consider is that they can get countered quite hard. Luvnest has chosen G43s because of how good they are against Soviet snipers. They can just snipe them so efficiently and so quickly, and keep that sniper constantly on the retreat, constantly repositioning. And the half-track is also a pretty good counter to the sniper, because one of the greatest things about the sniper is it forces the squad to retreat quite early, because it snipes 1, maybe 2 models, and then that squad has to retreat if it doesn't kill the full squad. If you keep this half-track on the front line, that becomes not really the case anymore. So having the combination of G43s to put pressure on the sniper plus the half-track to alleviate pressure from the sniper definitely makes it a very effective counter to that unit. Metalon's going to have to try to utilize his 5 squads of conscripts as effectively as he can to counter that. As far as commander selection, he hasn't chosen anything yet. He's up to 4 command points. The Soviets don't really feel a huge burden to pick too early unless they want to make use of guards or shocks, which he probably does, considering two of his, oh, that's not good. First squad wipe of the game, I think. Conscripts just died for no reason, just walking straight up to the machine gun there, taking a lot of damage on that squad as well. Molotov going in the house, he will easily dodge that. Should probably take a different approach though, rather than just walking straight into that meat grinder. He just lost a full squad of conscripts and another one went down to only one man remaining and he accomplished nothing. Definitely needs to pull off some kind of flank or something here. And those G43s are tearing his conscripts to pieces. He does have a flanking squad of conscripts making a play for this machine gun, but it's not all that well timed flank, kind of making his way down there after his other charge was already shut down. And the forward half track is going to mean that all the damage he's inflicting here is just going to get reinforced right here in the field, and he's almost certainly not engaging cost effectively, since he's always seems to have one squad engaging multiple squads. Two squads of conscripts making their way across top right.
300 points stand between us and defeat.
Oh.
120mm mortars are now available for deployment. Guard rifle infantry squads are now available.
We are bleeding, comrade!
Crews can now repair.
There's actually more than just the $200 prize. Relic is officially supporting the tournament in the sense that I think they're going to be giving some t-shirts and other like stickers and other neat goodies out. I don't know how many they're authorized to give me, so I don't know if I'm going to have some for both, for like more than first and second place. If they give me like 4 t-shirts, maybe all of the semi-finalists can get some, but I don't know. So there's going to be a little bit of something extra, other than just the $200 first prize.
Watch out! Grenade! Conscripts under attack!
Where was that? Oh, it was over here. Okay. I had no idea where that grenade landed. Forced that squad to retreat. Yeah, that is cool. Very nice of Relic to do that for me. And the coolest thing is I didn't even reach out to them. They reached out to me. Cynthia just emailed me and she said, hey, I saw you were hosting this tournament and I wanted to know if there was anything we could do to support it. I have permission to get, like, I can give you some t-shirts, or I can, you know, I can post links on Twitter and stuff. And I said, yeah, that would be great. So that was very cool of her to do for me. What do I think of a crowdfunded tournament? In a sense, this is a crowdfunded tournament. The $200 isn't actually mine. It was given to me by, well, actually one very generous viewer of mine. So, not really crowdfunded, but sponsored by one of my viewers. But in a sense, every tournament I've ever done, the money has been put up by my viewers. So I think they're a great idea, and I do them all the time. Is basically my answer to that. 120mm has been purchased, apparently, by Metalon, who still has no map control at all. And if you look at his army, it's not even that bad. He has lost one full squad, but I mean, Luvnest's army isn't that much bigger. His fuel isn't that bad either. He could afford a tank. So despite his terrible situation, I mean, he just needs to execute, really. He just needs to make good plays and break this containment. His map control is just so bad. Unit preservation is not that bad, but his map control is terrible, and he really needs to make something happen. He just sends one unit off to die by itself over there. Basically, if you feel contained in your base on this map, sending units across this road into this general zone is a pretty good way to lose. I find it very difficult to attack from this direction because this house makes it hard, this road is a nightmare, the green cover is not really positioned in a way that is favorable to you. And the biggest problem appears to be that he just keeps sending squads by themselves. Nice dodge though of that grenade.
God's troops ready for action.
Wow, if somebody gave me $120,000 for a tournament, I would be like, one tournament? I could spread that money out over like 2 years of tournaments. That's crazy. That's way too much for one tournament. That's awesome though. That's so cool. Metalon has gotten himself a squad of guards. Probably not a bad choice. We've got to try and deal with this half track somehow. Guard reps can help him do that. Also, light damage on the Panzer IV. So I think it's an understandable purchase. But again, he's really struggling to execute and make plays. Luvnest seems to have just the perfect defense setup for everything that Metalon throws at him. He never seems to approach from more than 2 directions. He really needs to time his flanks better. He needs them to be much more. He needs to really tighten up the timings on those. I mean, this squad is just standing here. If he had been, first of all, he had 3 walking down this road, and this one didn't go at all. So, not a great situation. Luvnest has gotten himself a Shoot to try and take on any armor that may be coming. His opponent hasn't even purchased a tech structure, has terrible map control. The call-ins probably aren't even going to make it to the field at this rate. He's taking massive casualties from the armor right outside of his front door.
The enemy Ju-87 ready for panzer busting. The enemy is taking our territory. Is ready for use.
Well, that's pretty much it. GG, well played. Good luck tomorrow. Yes, good luck, Luvnest, in your games tomorrow. I agree with that sentiment very much. Pretty classic Luvnest play that in this series of 2 games. Saw all of the hallmarks of Luvnest's strategy, all of the things he used to make it to the finals of the Fox-Fexen-Felta tournament. So, yeah, I like that he didn't choose mechanized assault either, but I think it made sense in this situation. When you see a Soviet sniper, lightning war is really solid, very solid. I mean, just look at it. It's got the G43s, which are very powerful against snipers, and tactical movement, which gives you the ability to sprint if you need to be able to take out a sniper with that. And it has the Tiger, which is of course always a solid choice. So, a lot of sensible things. I like his usage of the half track as well. By the time he got the Stug, I mean, yeah, it's cool that he got a Stug, but the game honestly was already over by that point. So, good game. Well played.